Hello everyone, thank you for being here today. We have some interdimensional breathwork visualizations today. We are developing a support system for the awakening of our 12-strand, 24-strand DNA. So we're cultivating our awareness of our interdimensionality, and we are remembering ourselves and our past lives and our parallel versions of ourselves, and we are learning to harmonize all of that to bring forth, to anchor in, to embody heaven on earth. So I'm just gonna give like a little bit of like background so that when we go into the meditation, you'll know what I'm talking about, so it doesn't just come out of left field. So let's see, the first one is, so for the first one, and don't worry too much about it, like whatever arises for you is what's meant to arise for you. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't resonate. And if you need to like switch out a word or something in the meditation, that's fine. Make it work for you, make it work for your belief system. Okay, so for the first layer, I'm gonna have you get in touch with all of your past and parallel selves and just observe, because basically like those are all threads of a frequency that make up your unique divine essence. So like we're going to a 0 point now. The 0 point is like, okay, there's like you in Texas and you in Mexico and you on a mountaintop and you at the beach, right? You could be in all of these different places, and different aspects of you like might manifest, or in different lifetimes, or if you would have been born, like you could have been a cowgirl, or you could have been like a city girl or whatever. It doesn't really matter. Your essence is still the same. So what we're doing in the first layer, we're just feeling into like all of these different like lifetimes and parallel versions of you that are holding a certain vibration that kind of go into weaving your essence. So you could be born in America but have like major Egyptian vibes from a past life. So we're just kind of like feeling into all of these streams of vibration that are going into like weaving in your unique essence here. But that sounds complicated because we haven't done the breathing, but when we're in the breathing, it's going to make sense. But that's kind of where I'm coming from when I'm guiding it, is that your unique expression and the unique vibe that you hold at your 0 point, no matter how you're expressing, if you're expressing as a cowgirl or a city girl or a mountaintop girl, like that, your unique vibe is the 0 point that's always there. So that it'll come to you when I guide it. You'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, and then, okay, another thing is that what would it have been like if you would have landed on Earth and your family and your parents and the elders and would have been like ready for you and like known, wow, this is such a special soul that's coming to fulfill this mission, and they would have actually seen that and honored that and then given you the support to do that. So we're coming out of a dark age, so pretty much probably almost none of us got that. Maybe someone did, but most of us didn't fully get like recognized or supported. But there are a lot of new earth families being born now, and a lot of our generation doing the healing so that we will be able to recognize the next generation. So for us, a lot of times we have to kind of imagine it like, wow, what would it, and we have to kind of give it to ourselves, that validation of like, I have a special earth mission, even though nobody in my family recognizes it. Actually, or all of our situations are different. So it might be different for you, but just take whatever part of that works for you. But for us, as we do our own healing and we're able to completely validate ourselves, there is a new generation of kids coming in that do have special soul missions, and we are going to be the ones here able to honor them, recognize them. So one of the tasks that I've been given in this lifetime, and I don't know how long it's going to take me, like maybe all 8,000 years that I'm planning on living, is to create new rituals and new rites of passage, because we have all these traditions from our ancestors and we're largely disconnected from that. There's some places that are still preserving these ancestral ways, but we're not just gonna go back to the ancestral ways because we're becoming a new rainbow tribe. So all of these like rituals and rites of passages and initiations and things that our ancestors did are important and do help us orient and navigate and put into perspective our life and our life's mission. But we're not going to just go back. We're going to be creating new rituals and new rites of passage to help recognize and orient these souls in this new earth context that we're going into. We're going into a whole new era. So we're going to be having to make up entirely new rituals, new rites of passage. And we are going to be helping orient. We are like the founders of this new earth. And we're going to be helping orient and welcome in these new souls and provide them that stability so that they're not just like born into complete trauma, how many of us were. So let's see. So yeah, we're gonna be kind of simultaneously like visualizing what would it have been like for us to have been received like that, but also visualizing like at the same time like how it could be in the future as we are gonna build this infrastructure for this new culture that we're creating. And then, yeah, like I said, many of us, we were not like recognized like some kind of shaman or like Dalai Lama when they get recognized as a kid, like, oh, you're the special one, you're the chosen one, you came, like, we're going to give you special schooling, we're going to give you teachers and support, and we're going to keep reminding you of your mission. Like, most of us didn't get that. But let's see, what was I going to say? First we're going to give it to ourselves. So now I think I'm just repeating myself, but that's kind of like the essence of what we're kind of working on today. We're going to be learning how to give that to ourselves, but then also how to embody that so that we're holding the structure of that, which is such an important foundation for bringing heaven to earth through our own embodied living daily lives. Okay? So it'll all make sense when we do the breathing, and great. All right, so let's begin. You can put your hands in one of the mudras that connects the hemispheres. And you can close your eyes and exhale all the air out through your mouth, squeezing your stomach. Deep breaths, inhale, exhale, mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Last one, mouth, mouth. On the exhale, squeeze your stomach, push, pull your hands together, squeegee your eyeballs, look up, hold as long as you can. You can even squeeze your whole body and let it shake on the hold, and then relax and release everything. Okay, relax and release everything. Let's just go into our solar selves. So see yourself merged with a solar energy, like you're just pure light, but you're looking down at all of these rays of sun that you are, and all of these different lifetimes, realities, just all the different versions of yourself, your mermaid self, your Lemurian self, your Egyptian self, the time you were a mother, the time you were a fish. Just look down and just notice how all of these different streams of consciousness go into making up your unique vibration and essence. And notice how all these vibes play out in your current human life. Like maybe you have tattoos of a certain thing that's representing a past life or an energy that you're holding. And as you're tuning into all of these individual rays of sun or notes in a chord that are going into making up your current vibe, just lovingly witnessing all of them with all of the wisdom that comes with them and the trauma, and just for a moment bringing them all to a harmonious same page and exalting them all, welcoming them into your current existence in their exalted wise version, welcoming all the wisdom that you've accumulated from all these different past and parallel versions of yourself. Taking a moment to see all of your past trauma as initiations from which you draw the depth of your wisdom. Taking a moment to notice the illusion of death and how we keep living lifetime after lifetime. Your essence is still there. Taking a moment to feel your present earth human physical form and feeling all of these different threads coming into it and setting the intention and commanding the harmonization within your present reality. Harmonizing all of your parallel and past lives, taking the exalted form of the wisdom from each of them into your present reality. If there's anything there that feels stuck for you, it's something that you can take note of. And the difference between trauma and initiation is that the trauma has been healed. So all of our traumas are initiations once we're able to fully feel it and heal it. And forgiveness is key. So if there's anything that feels not exalted, it's simply something to take note of. And then you have some maybe past life or parallel life forgiveness or healing to do, so that you can fully integrate all of these past and parallel selves into your current reality in their exalted form, and really draw from the depths of the rich pools of wisdom that you have access to from all of yourselves. Just taking a moment to witness, acknowledge, and thank all of those parallel past versions of yourself, bowing to them. I see you, I love you, I honor you, I thank you. Relaxing into that. And you can keep those channels of communication open, just like you would be present with your own inner child. You may choose to continue to work with either a very exalted, wise, parallel version of yourself, or maybe a parallel version of yourself that's still needing love and support to help healing. So just taking note of that now. Okay, and we're gonna breathe again. You can put your hands in the mudra and exhale all the air out through your mouth, squeezing your stomach. Deep breaths, inhale, exhale, mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Last one, mouth, mouth. On the exhale, squeeze your stomach, push, pull your hands together, squeeze your eyeballs, look up, hold as long as you can. You can even squeeze your whole body, let it shake and hold, and then relax and release everything. When you're done holding, relax and release everything. Now I just want you to imagine, what would it have been like to have been honored and recognized for your unique vibration and gifts by the elders in your community upon entry to Earth? What if they were just like, wow, a special one came and this is her unique vibe. We need to support her mission. She has such an important piece of the puzzle, and she has come to share her unique gifts and wisdom with us. What would it have been like if the elders of the community, your parents would have seen that unique essence that you're bringing and been ready for it, ready to recognize it, ready to support it? Now imagine that they're having a ceremony for you to welcome you. It's your earth birth ceremony. They're welcoming you as the divine being that you are. They're so excited for the unique gifts that you're bringing. They're ready to receive your unique gifts. They're creating a ceremony to recognize your unique earth mission and earth gifts. They're preparing a special song, and they're preparing a special little pouch with sacred items to help remind you throughout your life of your mission. So even if you get lost in being a kid or being a teenager, your elders remember you, recognize you, and can remind you of who you are through this special song, special pouch of magic sacred items that are meant to represent your unique earth mission. Okay, let's breathe again. You can briefly open your eyes, put your hands in the mudra. Exhale all the air out through your mouth, squeezing your stomach. Deep breaths, inhale, exhale, mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Last one, mouth, mouth. On the exhale, squeeze your stomach, push, pull your hands together, squeegee your eyeballs, look up, hold as long as you can. You can even squeeze your whole body, let yourself shake and hold, and then relax and release everything. You can stretch or yawn or whatever you need to do. And just relaxing. Okay, so now I want you to remember your actual self when you, like this lifetime earth self, when you were like right before puberty, like 11 or 12, whatever that could be, 10, 11, 12, 13. Like right before you started to become a teenager. What did you love to do and what did you excel at? What gifts were super obvious? Like, did you love to do art or dance? Were you a good cook? Were you just like a good big brother looking out for people? Now, I want you to imagine, what would it have been like if you were completely supported to develop your natural, unique gifts? Like, say you really wanted to do ballet or something, or like spiritual seeking or nature survival or whatever it was. Let's just say that like the elders were very mature and they recognized your unique essence, and then they supported your personal development in a very unique way for you. So you got like the exact tutors, teachers, classes, support, mentors for developing your unique gifts. So when right before you hit puberty, noticing what you were naturally good at, and then imagining what would it have been like to have been fully supported in developing your own unique skill set. You got your own private tutors, mentors, training, support, development, whatever you wanted, because your parents really recognized your unique gifts and wanted to help support, develop those. And then just noticing how those unique skills that you were supported in developing, how they play out in your overall Earth mission. Okay, now let's take a moment, and it's likely that your parents might not have also been received or honored for their unique gifts. So let's take a moment to look at let's look at our mom's higher self. Look at your mom in her exalted heaven on earth 5D form, 12D form, and just bow to her unique gifts. Say, wow, mom, I see you. You're so good at this. And just honor her own inner child unique gifts that never got honored. See her exalted form. What would it have been like if she would have been received in this way, honored, nurtured, supported in her unique gifts? Taking a moment to recognize her unique essence. Now taking a moment to see your father in his exalted form, in his higher self form, in his 12D Christed form. What are his unique gifts? What would it have been like if he would have really been nurtured, supported, guided, not traumatized? What is his essence? Just take a moment to honor it and bow to him and say, wow, Dad, you're amazing, you're divine. This could be his future self when he evolves. His 12D self. Okay, now having both of those forms, those exalted parents, those exalted versions of your parents, now having them bow back to you. You guys are all just like bowing at each other like, wow, I love you. You're so amazing. You're divinity. And if you have a kid, take a moment to do this for your kid. Wow, you're amazing. You're divinity incarnated. Thank you for being here. I see your unique gifts. Any nieces and nephews around you, grandchildren, just seeing them in their divine form, just bowing to their higher self and their unique earth mission now. Looking at the children around you, the children in your lives, just taking a moment to bow to their unique gifts. Wow, you are divinity incarnated. Thank you for bringing this unique stream of consciousness to our family. I honor you. I see you. I'm here to support you. I'm here to receive your gifts. Okay, now imagine 7 generations back, just clearing this line, bowing to the higher self of your lineage, 7 generations back. clearing the line, exalting it, bowing to the higher self of your grandparents, taking what was the good things that they wanted for you, the good things. And 7 generations forward, just clearing. You are cleansing. You're unclogging the pipeline. You cleansed it. You unclogged it. All the gunk is gone. You're holding this channel open for the light to continue to flow through your lineage, through you. Starting now, it is clean. So just see 7 generations forward, clean, free from trauma, free to be honored in their divinity, celebrated. Taking a moment to visualize the earth where every single human is deeply cherished, knows their worth, and is revered as valuable and the guru of their own little corner of whatever they're important for. So each of us are bowing to each other like, wow, thank you for this, and thank you for this, and thank you for this. And every person was so well received and well nourished and well honored that we are all just honoring divinity in ourselves and in each other for our unique spark that we are. What would it be like if every single child was received into the world like that? Divine in our own right. All of us operating as our higher selves. Received onto the earth with ceremony and celebration, oriented throughout life with rites of passage and rituals. Dreaming into this new earth where this is normal. It is normal to be received with celebration and ceremony, witnessing and honoring, and to be oriented by wise elders, who's basically us, those who remember, who create a structure, an architecture, a framework of rites of passage to help continue to orient throughout the life. So we are acting as archetypes, architecture for this new earth reality. So see yourself as a pillar. See yourself as a pillar of light, a pillar of strength, like the framework for this new reality, and just look out around you, projecting this reality onto everything around you. Every person you see, you're tuning into their higher self, and you're holding a frequency of what it could be like. And this is what we're moving into. So we are the pillars, we are the elders, we are the ancestors, we are the ones remembering and the ones helping hold the framework on behalf of the collective. Okay, I think we have one more layer. Let me check. All right, let's do one more layer. So you can briefly open your eyes, put your hands in the mudra, exhale all the air out through your mouth, squeezing your stomach. Deep breaths, inhale, exhale, mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Last one, mouth, mouth. On the exhale, squeeze your stomach, push, pull your hands together, squeegee your eyeballs, look up and hold as long as you can. Then you can even squeeze your whole body till it shakes, and then relax and release everything. Okay, so for this one, just notice where you are right now on Earth, your human 3D self, who's bringing in these higher frequencies, but who's still also kind of the front line of like bridging these parallel realities. So just tune in with your Earth self and see, what are you excited about in just the very next step of your Earth mission? Like, what's the very, very next step of your Earth mission? Is it, how are you being of service in your community? Or what very unique, very special, important part of the puzzle are you holding or embodying as an example? And then notice like what you need to feel completely supported and to completely just like flow and overflow and share your gift. And then if there is some kind of like 3D obstacle, like say you're like, oh, I don't have any money, or I have this health issue, or whatever it is, any kind of like where you're feeling stuck in the 3D from just letting you just like completely flow and be your divinely ordained architecture of the new reality that you came here to be, shining star. Now I want you to, instead of going matter to matter and like beating your head against a wall in the 3D, what I want you to do is open up to receiving the support from the higher self dimension. So like, what do you need right now to support your Earth mission in the 3D? And I want you just to receive it now from the etheric realm. So this could be your Father, Mother, God. This could be your spirit team. This could be your own higher self. Just let them shower you abundantly in whatever kind of support you need. You're getting a major green light. Just receive it in that etheric realm and let that trickle down into your 3D. Let your physical body relax into that, because we do not create matter to matter. Things are first an idea. So let yourself receive it in the etheric realm and let your physical body just to relax deeply at a cellular level, relax into the it is done. Commanding your nervous system to relax even more, feeling how each one of your cells is just melting into bliss as you receive this avalanche of support from your higher self, from Father, Mother, God, from your spirit team, from whatever feels supportive for you in the etheric realm, letting your physical body melt into the it is done of that. The more you are able to relax your physical body, your biology, commanding your biology to relax into the it is done, the more light you can hold, the more of that yes frequency you can hold. Allowing yourself to feel fully supported by Father, Mother, God, by your higher self, by your spirit team. Relaxing in your physical body, relaxing into the it is done of that so that you can hold that. And see if you can relax even more. And notice your physical vessel. What state is your physical vessel in? Is it tense? Is it relaxed? Is it dehydrated? Does it need to stretch? Does it need nature? Just taking a moment to notice the state of your physical vessel, which is what's going to need to hold all of this light. So let's just practice speaking to our nervous system training. And the way that I learned is simply just to command it. So I invite you all to tune in with your vagus nerve. Just imagine there's a nerve just going through your whole body from like your tailbone to your brain. And like if it gets tense, then you feel anxious and you feel irritated. Just imagine commanding it to relax more. And then feeling your biology relaxing even more. And then I want you to tune in just kind of in a peripheral way as you're still relaxing your nervous system, commanding it to relax and cultivating the ability to relax it at will, invoking the relaxation. Just notice all the chaos going on around you, the chatter of the news, the chaos of the city, the war. Just feel all of that, but feel it as like almost just like you're turning the you're observing it, but it's all just like, and you're turning the volume down on it, and you're anchoring into your own inner peace, even as there's chaos around you, and you're aware of the chaos, but the inner peace that's coming from deep inside of you is way louder than any of the news and the chaos is turned down to such a dim roar that you can't even really understand what it's saying. It just sounds like noise. Like soft noise. And you continue to focus on the relaxation of your biology. And as you continue to relax your vessel and command your vessel to relax even more and more, welcome the light in. Say, I'm relaxing and I'm welcoming in more light. I'm welcoming in more of my higher self. It is done. Relaxing into the gratitude of it is done. Relaxing into the gratitude of it is done. Just relax a little bit more, deepening the relaxation. See if you can command your cells to relax even more, relaxing into the gratitude of it is done. And just, I invite you to keep this connection of communication, the awareness of the connection with your nervous system, keep it present so that you can work with it. And if you notice that your physical biology is tensing or clenching or stressing, I invite you to practice commanding it out of nowhere to relax. Like especially if there's actually something stressful going on, you can still practice commanding your biology to relax. Just like earlier, we created positive emotions out of nowhere. Like you can switch your thoughts to gratitude. You can invoke that out of nowhere. You can also say, how will I feel when I get what I really want? And you can invoke that feeling out of nowhere. So I invite you to cultivate the practice of invoking deep nervous system regulation, especially when you feel agitated. And also just keeping an awareness at all times of the state of your nervous system, keeping that pathway of communication open with compassionate observing. And also sometimes just being like, I command my biology to relax. Okay, so we're gonna breathe one more time to close. And you can briefly open your eyes, put your hands in the mudra. Exhale all the air out through your mouth, squeezing your stomach. Deep breaths, inhale, exhale, mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Last one, mouth, mouth. Inhale, exhale. On the exhale, squeeze everything and hold, and then relax and release everything. Okay, everyone, thank you for tuning in today. If you need additional support, you can reach out at lovelikeanocean.com. And the benefits of what we have rearranged in our internal reality today will begin to be noticeable in your external reality in the coming days, weeks, months. Thank you for co-creating and dreaming this dream with me, anchoring in these codes of New Earth. And I really felt it today, the blessings of the 7 generations back and 7 generations forward. So I'm grateful that you're willing to hold that with me as we are projecting our reality out onto the collective. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and I'll see you soon.